is weighing an exit. Sarkozy's asking the U.S. for help. You've already given trillions, obviously, not to the banker bailout, but to the banker tax. China is jailed a grandmother who organized a protest. CIA monitoring Twitter, Facebook. I mean, it's all just completely insane. The things that are going on, the things that are happening. We're about to go to Alan Watt of cuttingthematrix.com. Don't forget, we've raised, all told, we added all up what's come in so far, around $300,000. If you count the mail and other donations and what's happening on the eBay account with, InfoWars memorabilia, how we raise funds to hire some more crew for the TV show and get some more equipment, some things we really need. I want to thank all of you that have donated to the Money Bomb. And you can still donate. It's InfoWarsMoneyBomb.com, and donations will come in throughout the weekend. And we're going to restream for free for everybody when the show ends today, the 27 hours straight, if you missed any of it. And we're going to restream it 27 hours straight, including the premiere of the behind-the-scenes skull and bone information from the lady who first released the information to Anthony Sutton back in the 80s. So you could write America's Secret Establishment. She's now released even more. Of course, her dad and others in her family I know two of them were Skull and Bones, and we sent a crew up there, and we weren't sitting on the interview. We're just so busy with other things, we never got that interview out because there's 8 hours of it, and Aaron's put out an hour of it, and that premiered at 7 a.m. this morning at prisonplanet.tv and the streams for everybody. If you want to support us, you can also do a 15-day free trial at prisonplanet.tv. If you like it, continue. That's going right now. If you just joined us, I sound a little bit different again. I've just done 24 hours here, and a little bit tired. Okay, let's go to Alan Watt. Alan, so much is happening in the world. I've got all my questions, but I want to get into what you think is most important right now. But we're seeing just an acceleration of the program. The street lamps, we already knew had microphones, many of them. Now they're admitting it. The chemtrails, they're now admitting it, saying it's for your own good. The plan to give us forced inoculations and release mosquitoes that put nanotech viruses into us to re-engineer our brains, give us basically servile lobotomies where we can't get angry or whatever. That's all being announced. Eugenics is being announced. Just pell-mell evil, Al-Qaeda flags, going up in Libya. Peace Prize, children's faces blown off, just giggling, snickering depression, wholesale insanity. Are they just trying to overwhelm us right now to make us go into a catatonic psychological state of learned helplessness, Alan Watt?
I think it could be partly that because of the ones who are following this whole program. But you got to remember that most of the populations are not following the program. They've never really been awake. They follow mainstream and lots of entertainment. I think they're pushing now because it's time to push for this whole amalgamation into they call it the Great Transformation. That's the official title of it at this stage of it. And it's a transformation of the whole planet into the system that Quigley touched on. He talked about the economic side of it, mainly the economic side, as they amalgamate the continents and the central banks into one system under the Bank of International Settlements. He talked about this in the 60s. So we're on course with all of this. And I think the public are so dumbed down today, to be honest with you. It's time now to push for the next part. All the public really know from watching mainstream is that all economies are in bad shape, pretty well, except for China. And that we've got to do something about it. So they're preparing the public's minds for a new type of economic system, which is to be introduced in different countries, probably a starter in Europe and then eventually into America. It's a new economic system based on resources and taxation by consumption. A value-added tax will replace, basically, eventually it will replace all other taxes. And so you'll be kept at a certain minimum standard of living in a communitarian living area, your region or your local area for communitarianism. But it started off in Britain. It's going pell-mell there. And it's to be introduced into the States. In fact, they've just started, the same organization that started it in Britain has just launched their big movements in the U.S. as well. So it's a whole new way of living. They call it scientific economy, scientifically designed, run right down to your local level and what you do or what you're assigned to do with your new kind of job. And when they can make people helpless enough with a bad economy, the general public will grab at any straw to save themselves.
Well, they also admit, as you know, that it's designed to shut things off, that you will live at a lower standard. The government publicly, to kind of the unwashed masses as they see them, say we're trying to make your life better. But in all the public manuals and even public statements, it's like we're going to shut everything off from these people and start euthanizing. And don't you like that, slaves? And the slaves go, yeah, we're trendy. Kill us. We're trendy. Oh, yeah, we like it.
You understand, too, Alex, that all the old values that kept society strong, like that kept communities, real communities, natural communities strong, and that also gave you your values between each other, have been destroyed, demolished since the 1960s, basically.
Now, they don't want us. We're going to break out. I want you to continue along that line. They admit in all these handbooks, we've shown them on air, they teach it to the regular social workers at UT in the handbook. The family's a disease. It's got to be removed. But they really don't think it's a disease. It's a disease to the globalist. They don't want you having any sense of identity and any real roots. You've got to be like a blank slate they just download trendiness into. And then you just go, oh, my God, I take a shot, I get brain damage. It's so much fun. Wow, I'm dying of cancer. People are dying all around me. It's trendy. Fluoride in the water. It's trendy. Government gang raping me. It's trendy.
Hi, I'm Mark Craighead, founder of Crossbreed Holsters. I designed our top-selling holster, the Super Tuck Deluxe, to solve the problems of being poked, pinched, and gouged while carrying concealed. The Super Tuck Deluxe is the most comfortable, most concealable holster on the market today. We offer a 2-week free trial and a lifetime warranty.
Visit us at crossbreedholsters.com. Don't forget, crossbreedholsters.com.
That's the sound of your door being kicked in by an intruder with a single kick. That's the sound of the same door now protected by the Door Sentinel at mysafedoor.com. Go to mysafedoor.com right now and watch the amazing video. At mysafedoor.com, you'll learn how to turn your home into a fortress with the Door Sentinel. 16 kicks later, and the Door Sentinel is still holding strong. mysafedoor.com. That's mysafedoor.com.
Iodine protection packs from hempusa.org are now in stock for immediate delivery worldwide. Our iodine protection packs include microplant powder, green life kelp, red palm oil, and our clear roll-on iodine that will feed the body the iodine it needs. All iodine protection packs are in stock, save you money, and ship for free in all 50 states. Visit hempusa.org or call 908-691-2608 today.
We the people grow cotton, weave fabric, engrave ink, embed strips and fibers to protect from counterfeit and carting to a private bank, having it led back at interest, forcing taxes to service debt. This capitalism, or was Jefferson correct when stating a central bank issuing the public currency is a greater menace to the liberties of the people than a standing army? Hi, Ted Anderson. I'm placing a silver dollar in a book explains our monetary system. Call for your copy, 800-686-2237. It's time to understand the system. Call 800-686-2237. That's 800-686-2237.
There are limitless ways to go into business for yourself, but most involve substantial capital and risk. Our InfoWarsTeam.com operation is different. We promote premium quality health, energy, and skincare products using dynamic, caring personalities and state-of-the-art media technology to spread a powerful message of health, wealth, longevity, and freedom. This low-cost business opportunity is designed for full-time or part-time, so you can work as little or as much as you'd like. It is you that defines the reward level. Whether you are seeking a few $100 extra per month or a 6 or even 7-figure annual income, it's up to you. Want to find out more? Shoot an email with InfoWars Team in the subject line to InfoWars Team Coordinator MZ and tell him a little bit about yourself. That's the initials MZ at InfoWarsTeam.com. That's MZ at InfoWarsTeam.com. I only promote products that I truly believe in, and these are phenomenal. Whatever you do, visit InfoWarsTeam.com.
Fight back this cold and flu season with the world's best garlic extract, Ali C. Why Ali C? Because it helps your body fight viruses, bacteria, and fungi. Ali C has been scientifically proven in double-blind studies using low doses to greatly reduce the number, severity, and duration of common colds. Ali C contains 300 milligrams of stabilized allicin, the active ingredient in crushed garlic. Studies show Ali C is effective against MRSA, bacterial, fungal, and viral infections. One tablet of Ali C has the equivalent of 40 cloves of garlic. Ali C supports your body's resistance to all types of conditions and can help lower high blood pressure and high cholesterol. So boost your body's resistance to infection with nature's best garlic extract, Ali C. For more information and to order Ali C, call 877-888-7126 or go to garlichealthproducts.com. That's 1-877-888-7126 or go to garlichealthproducts.com for your Ali C today.
All right, let me bring this up for Alan Watt. It's up at drudgereport.com right now. We'll get it linked up at Infowars.com as well. But this is out of NBC Los Angeles. Russian genius lived with 26 corpses. Some skeletal remains were reportedly dressed up as a doll and a teddy bear. Wow, I'm a better newsreader when I'm totally tired. So I get so excited normally I can't even read stuff when I'm not burnt out. A Russian man who speaks 13 languages and lectured at Museum Head the corpses of 26 women in his small apartment. Anatoly Moskvin, 45, had dug up many of the mummified bodies from graves, and some were dressed up and arranged around his 3-room apartment in western Russia. According to BNO News, the bodies were discovered after his parents came for an unexpected visit. I'm sorry, it's just so sick. I'm laughing as it's sick. Russian, imagine his parents walking in. Oh, but he's such a nice man. See, this is what government is like. It's far worse than this. And as the IQ goes up, this gets even more common. Russian media reported the bodies were females, ages between 15 and 26, who died years ago. But it goes on. Life News said that he's a historian who sneaked into graveyards at night, dug up bodies, and took them home in plastic bags. Back in his apartment, he dressed up the bodies as dolls, wearing dresses and stockings. That's actually a phenomenon. I've seen cases of that in the U.S. People that are in love with corpses. Now, skeletons, actually. But, you know, it's funny. Alan, this comes out, and they're calling this guy sick, and I agree it's completely insane. But the royal family, it just came out, has been, you know, recently, not just Vlad the Impaler days, eating human body parts. They say they believe it's nutritious, which adds to all the lore. This is a short segment, long one's coming up, but from your research of the British royal bloodline, which is German, that's really Transylvanian, and all of this, why are so many of these elitists into this stuff?
It's an ancient myth or belief in regeneration, basically, especially if you get, I mean, we know in ancient times and probably into the Middle Ages, they would actually collect the menstrual fluids of women and drink that, believing it's restored youth to them. The same thing is still going on in some circles today to do with the blood that comes from the umbilical cord of babies. And some circles that definitely still do that. But that was traditionally a royal thing to do, and it goes back all the way back to Egypt, actually.
Yeah, here's what the commenters are saying. They were actually Chicago registered voters. The next one said, everyone thinks this is funny and strange, but here in Chicago, these dead people would all be called voters. Other one says he wanted his mummy. The other says what some guys will do to get a